He's like, you know what I mean? Bro, I'm not seeing this. Everything's getting thrown. He's like that. Look. I'm like that. Look. Oh, son. And he's like that. Look. Oh. Stranger than the night, exchanging glances, do. The garden's sick, bro. I like the lights, you know. I love the lights. Hey, yo. The Peace Garden. Just see that garden at night. Tell you what. Watch. Let there be light. This is the Peace Garden at night. Watch. You understand? Let there be light. Ace. Oosh. Peace Garden. You know. All the fucking way over. Look. Peace Garden. You know. Do you like the garden? Very nice, isn't it? Yuppa! This fucking hell's freezing out there, bro. It's freezing like a motherfucker. It's cold out there, mate. It's cold out there, mate. Oh, we're going to see who helps me channel now, right? See who fucking makes a few shorts from me, yeah? You know. Come on. Hey, peace. But tomorrow, please God, if I feel okay, tomorrow we're going over to the Etihad and we're going to do a stream yard. Man City are playing against Salford City or something like that. So, we're going over to the Etihad tomorrow. You know, but like I said, I have a target to hit and I'm going to try do it for Monday. You know, so like I said, over the last few weeks, I've even stopped doing my lives at night because I just wasn't asked, but I'm going to finish it, what I started. You know, I'm going to have a sandwich with me brother. Do you like the garden? Mood lights, aren't they? Town's over there. Look, see over there. Look, see through the trees. See all the red cranes. They're all cranes. Crane City, look. Manchester. This is the Peace Garden. Do you understand? This was my father's garden. You know, we'd love it now if he was still alive, like, you know. But like I said, you know, mood lights, that's what they're for, you know, to create a mood. But here, look, there's the city centre right there. See them crayons over there. That's Manchester there. Right there. Now, listen. So, hang on a minute. Let there be light. Yeah, look. the peace garden. Now, if you're a mod on my channel, can you make yourself known? Every mod on my channel, when you come in my channel tonight, can you say hello? I have a favour to ask every one of you. Well, anybody that I've ever made a video for, now I'm asking you to make one for me. Fuck. Yeah, so like I said, you don't have to make a video for me if you don't want. That's okay, I'm fine with that, but if you can do me a favour, if you're not sub to my channel, can you do it? And if you're a mod in my channel, can you let yourself be known if you come in? I have a favour to ask you. Stevie Billings, I need you back on my team. Yeah. I'm not far out, Stevie. I need you back on the side, bro. You know, it's only fair. It's only fair. But, so, my target is to try get 4,500 subs by Monday morning when I wake up, right? So, we're going to do something together. We're going over live tomorrow to the Etihad, making some content, saying hello to a few fans, engaging with the people, you know. Yeah, no Man United colours showing. I'm going as a football fan. So, if you're sub to my channel, right, and I've ever made a video for you, now I'm asking you to make one for me. You know, I don't think it's a big thing to ask, you know, but look at the only way to get to your target is to do something about it. So that's what we're doing. Hoo-ha! We nearly went there. It's gonna have to stay there. Shout out to me missus for giving me this time to myself. She knows I need it. Shout out to me queen. Guys, give me a minute. So Mark, tomorrow, what was I going to say? Yeah, so City are playing at 3 o'clock against Salford City. I'll put all these back in there. That was 11 today. Oh. So, Mark, what do you think of Carrick so far? Like,
Who?
Michael Carrick.
It is alright.
5 games, he's won 4 and drawn 1. He's got manager of the month. Mark, we've got a great team there. We just need to fucking, stick with the same formation. And it's like if the system is working, you don't change it. But you have to give Michael Carrick praise.
No, we're not.
After sandwich,
Sandwiches there.
thanks, bro. After my sandwich, I'm gonna have a smoke. Oh, fucking baby. You need love, deep in love, words away. How are you, Stephen? Stephen, I want you to do me a favour if you don't mind. Would you make us a shirt? Come on, baby! Oosh! Hoo-ha! Baby! Chelsea, thanks, mate. We're getting ready to go to the Peace Garden, Stephen. What do you think of the garden, much? There's the city over there, bro. I'm back at me Mars. Like I said, it is what it is. But I'm 70 odd subs away from 4,500. It's like, how are you, Harry? Well, bro, this is the Peace Garden. Do you understand? Me brothers love this garden. Me father loved this garden. Me nephews love the garden. Me kids love the garden. Let there be fucking light, bro. Few chairs there in case anybody comes. Being social, that's for the board, so they land on it. You understand? Here, knock off. Switch. There's the city over there. Now, fish finger sandwich. The boys are outside. Hoo-ha! Noonday. Nah, bro, this is me ma's house, Don't get me wrong, me ma and dad are dead. They're dead, but we're still here. And when I'm gone, my kids will be here. It's a big fucking house, mate. But we're here for the weekend, you know, so since me little man's been born, bro, I've not really had a proper break, you know what I mean? So this weekend, I'm taking it for me. You know, happy Valentine's Day to me missus. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Stephen. I've met a Stephen off YouTube. He goes by the name of PD. He come here. Yeah, he come here. Come on, we go outside. Me dad loved the garden. You know, and we keep it tidy, you know, it's always been like that, bro. You know, we're very tidy we are. You know. And that's the way my ma wanted it, bro. I don't really watch the Gar anymore. I used to play it when I was younger. I played hurling as well for Liffey Gales. Myself, Ian Gibbons and Yowzer Tyndall. We all played for Ballyer. Or we all played for Liffey Gales. Years ago, bro. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you what a fucking team we had. A team of hard men. You know, Yowzer was our captain. And Stephen, I was 6 feet away from the goal. The whistle was about to blow. All I had to do was kick it straight. I missed. So one of my friends didn't miss. He headbutted me in the nose. Owl Yowzer. He did that. Nah, bro, like I said, it's like me mental health as well. A lot of the meds that I'm taking are having bad side effects, you know what I mean, bro? Like I'm bleeding and all, bro, every time I go toilet, proper bleeding. You know, and then at night, bro, I have fucked up nightmares. Look at them bags. You could fucking fit 300 homeless under each one. You know. But we'll go out into the garden a piece and we'll have a chat, yeah? Like I said, I don't normally do this. I'm a family man. I'm normally with me family, but at the minute, I'm here. You know, I'm here. Nah, bro, listen. The only way for your channel to grow is to do something about it. 1 second here, let me get the earphones. Shout out to me missus for giving me the time off. Yeah, come on, we go out and have a smoke in the peach garden. This garden means a lot to me, you know. Like, I listen to the birds here, you know. Like I said, all the way around, you know. Like, and like I said here, there's Manchester over there. It's not a bad spot, you know what I mean? It's alright. You know, it does the trick. But like I said, my mental health isn't very great at the minute. My physical health is terrible. But like I said, all you can do is carry on. It's like, yeah, me two brothers live here, bro, full time. But like I said, this is for the kids. You know what I mean? Look at Houston, we have a problem. I've got one of your lunar modules right here. Look. It's for the kids, bro. You know, my children will grow up in this garden. You know, I'm not going to be here for everybody. I'm not going to be here forever. How's it going, Mr. Dublin Celt? And here, if you're not sub to Mr. Dublin Celt, can you go do it? If you're not sub to Mr. Stephen Moore, 6912, can you go do it? Bro, listen to me here. Do you know what? So, I don't ask people for anything on YouTube. I don't make money off YouTube, but what I have made is a few friends. Now, what I'm asking you to do for me now, everybody that I've ever made a video for or a short, calling all Autobots, my name is Optimistic Primalistic, and I have a target to hit. I'm on 4,422 subs. I'm 78 subs away from 4,500. And then when I get them tomorrow, we're going over to the Etihad and we're doing a live stream yard. Oh yes, at 3 o'clock. Don't miss it. It's going to be fucking deadly. I've not done this for ages, so I'm going to do it. I'll go over on my own, no problem. I might bring my brother with me for the crack. I've got 600, less than 600 subs to go. And now that I have time to do it, I'll do this by Monday. Well, I just want to get an even number. I want to get 78 subs over the weekend. And it's not impossible to do. So everybody who I've ever backed or made a video for or a short, I don't ask you for money. I don't even ask you for membership fees. I'm the only fucking Irishman who was monetized that got his channel paused. Just to prove to you I did this for love. Here, I don't need your money. You think I did? We never did this for money. We did this for the sake of it. You take something off me and I'm coming to get it. And that's what we did. Someone stole my channel and I come and got it back 9 times. How about that? Woo, nearly. 8 times. 9 times. But, so, FYM, if you're in the chat, let me know, bro. I'll meet up with you tomorrow. I'll link you tomorrow if you're down my ends. We make a bit of content for the crack. You know. I don't like meeting people off YouTube that I've not already met. Because nearly everybody I've ever met off here has turned on me. Not everybody. Half of them. I've met about 7 people out of our community on my own. Because I had to. I couldn't believe it when PD was outside my door. Well, bro, fair fucking play to you. I'm Pac-Man. Pac-Man is about 48 days in. You know, like I said, bro, I started this. And I'll finish it. Well, we're nearly on 4,500. So I've said to myself, the last 500 subs, anybody that I've ever made a video for, or anybody that I've ever put your link in my description, all I want you to do is to make a 15-second short. I won't ask you to buy me coffee. I won't ask you to donate money to my channel. I won't ask you to pay membership. A 15-second short. That's all I want. And after you make the short, tell me, and I'll make one for you too. See? That's how it works. Come on, let's work. We're working out here. Look, it's freezing. And there's 2 psychopaths in the house. Like I said here, When I'm down here, I think about me father, you know. I'm not going to lie. I see me ma hanging washing out on that line. Let there be light. What did I say? Turn on. Yo. Lights. Action. Camera. I see my mother hanging washing out there, you know, because of post-traumatic stress disorder. I see me father over there asking me for a hand because they're too heavy for him to lift. You know. Like I said, I'm very driven. I started this journey 3 years ago on the 5th of February. We're not out of February yet. We're on the 13th, in fact, Friday the 13th. And you just get on that. Bro, I'm trying to make a new one. I want to build a location here. But at the minute, I haven't got the money for it. I can't afford it. You know, but over there, somewhere, bro, listen. Somewhere along there, or over there, or maybe over here, or maybe it could be here, right there. From there, from that post here, to about here. So it's 3 lights down. So 1 fence, 2 fence, 3 fence. So, and it'll come out this way and go that way. I used to have a gazebo. I have a studio. Finn, I have a favour to ask you. Could you do me the honour of making me a shirt and call me a bollocks if you want? Finn, I'm down here for the weekend. Tomorrow I'm going live at the Etihad. They're playing Salford City. I'm not going over in the Man United jersey. I'm going over as a football fan. Tomorrow, I've not made content at the Etihad for a good 6-7 months. And me channel has never got stuck in the mud, Finn. And I always believed in me channel because I knew I could grow a channel. In a bit, I'm going to tell you a story about a friend who's dead. A friend who I beat his ass as a kid and an adult. And he was very devious and vindictive. And he used to stick his tongue out when he got angry like that. Right? Now, does anyone know where Euston Station is? Here. Euston Station, different location. Here for love and dedication. And shout out to all the gays around the world and all the nation. Over there we have Manchester. Finn is going to come here one day, right? And we're going to sit over there, me and Finn. We're going to have a cup of fucking tea. We're going to have a joint. I'm going to introduce him to my entire family. There's not many people I'd invite here. But you know, Finn's always welcome here. I'm telling you that now. Like, and maybe one day Finn will come here. You know, and we'll do a live, you know. So, Finn, I'm on 4,422 subs right now. I don't ask people for help. In all fairness, my coffee link doesn't work. Anyway, in the past, you see Finn has bought me coffee loads of times and sent me a few little presents. I'll never hide Finn's goodness. It's like, but this has never been about the money for me. I always seen the bigger picture. And anybody who I've ever helped, all I'll ask you is to make a 15-second short for me. You know, just saying, can you go over and give Jude's channel a sub? He's 500 off his target. Or you can even insult me if you want. But that's all I'll ever ask. Hang on. It's cold out here. But Finn, sometime tomorrow, I'll send you a message, and in the afternoon, what I was thinking was, now I've never done it before, right? So, what I was thinking tomorrow, yeah, I'll text you and we'll do a trial one on YouTube. You know the way you can invite somebody, you can send them the link and he can come on your channel. Well, I'd like you to be the first one, Finn, to come on. I'll send you the link sometime tomorrow. I'll tell you, at 3 o'clock tomorrow, I'm going to the Etihad. Over there, I'm going to go live. I'm going to go around to the local pub. I'm going to get everybody to say hello to you from my housing estate, okay? And I'll show you how much the people love me around here. Tomorrow, we're doing something that we've never did. We're going to go live on the manor. We're going to go around to the local pub. And then we're going to go over to the Etihad. And we're going to mingle amongst all the fans. I'm a Man United fan. But I'm not going over with a jersey. You know, I'm going over there as a spectator. You know, I love it. It's like, and I've not done this for ages, so it's like a treat to myself. I'd like to shout out to me missus. Thanks for your Valentine's Day present. A weekend to myself. Yeah, I'll fucking take that all day, mate. And shout out to me queen as well. I miss me son already, but this has to be done. Do you understand? When you see certain things coming, you have to do things about it. Otherwise, they're going to come and you'll be like, why didn't I do this? So, tomorrow, like I said, I never have free time to myself. I'm staying with my brothers for the weekend. We've had some man conversations. I love being around my two brothers. You know, two other Irishmen. Who are game as badgers. You know. So tomorrow, I'm going to bring you into the local boozer. Even though I don't go in there, I just want to show you the way the people are around here with us. I'll introduce you to a few gypsies. You know, a few of the gypsy lads I'll introduce you to. You know, like I said, I'm 500 and odd subs away, and I said to myself at the very start, if I manage to get 2,000 subs, when I get to the end of my target, I'm going to reach out to all the people who I put their channel in my description for the last 2 years, not to buy me a coffee, because my coffee link's fucked. Make me a 15-second video, like I've done for some of you. And you don't have to do it. Know that. You don't have to do this, but it's shown me a bit of appreciation that you actually are like, well, here, Jude never did this for the money. And shout out to everybody who makes money on YouTube. Good on you. But this has always been about principles. See, you don't understand my character. You know, how are you, Mark? Like I said, listen to me, yeah? I've had good role models growing up. Do you understand? I have one of the biggest families in Dublin, allegedly. And what? So fucking what? I'm just lucky. My granddad was a randy bastard. What do you want me to say? He raised 9 kids who went on to raise an army. Ballyer, Clondalk and Tala. You know, I'm old. It's like an army family are back home, and I don't know what it is about Dublin people, but it doesn't matter where you go in the world. Irish people are respectful. You know, you have to be noble and humble by the time you're 51. Because you have other people, how you, Mark? You have other people that look up to you, depend on you. You know, I'm a granddad, I'm a father. And it's like, even me sometimes, I get caught up in the nonsense. Like, you understand? I come from a clean home. It's like, like I said, this is me ma and dad's gaff. Like, when I was 18, I made a big mistake. And then when I was 19, I got a knock on the door and it was me mother, me father, me brothers and me sister. They come for me. When I left Dublin at 18, my mother and father decided to sell everything and follow me to the UK. And I got a chance to fix it. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm very lucky in a way. I have a lot of family. I've got 3 baby mothers. I've got children from other people. You know, I love me queen though. And this is needed. The only fucking way to grow your channel is to do something about it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I know what's coming my way. And before it comes, I'm gonna try my best to hit my targets. Yeah, do you think my mother looked at me like me? You know, and I say that, you know when you miss your old ma, you know when your ma's dead. Honestly, I've been through shit in my life. I've been stabbed, I've been burnt, I've been shot, I've been suffocated, smothered, beat my ass. But nothing has ever hurted the way losing her. You understand? It's like losing your mother. Get ready for it. Because I'll tell you what, it's the worst thing I've ever gone through. You know, I've seen friends, I've had a friend die in my arms. And I didn't think anything would come close to that. But you know, when I went up to the hospital and they told me my ma had hours to live, I got a chance to say goodbye, but not the way I wanted. And the world is full of people who are arguing with their loved ones and their mas, their dads. They failed us. We failed our parents. We made wrong decisions. My father didn't bring me up to be a bowsy. You know, my father was educated. I'm educated. And I got thrown out of school at 13. I learned everything myself. I had to. You know. And what I learned, I put into my first son. And what he learned, he took it to uni, got a degree, and said, let me eat that masters. Put it in front of me. Me 2 brothers, at the moment, are on construction management courses at uni. Construction management. They've never been on a building site in their life. They don't need to be. Shout out to AI generated buildings, images, whatever you want. My fellatio and your facio. Now listen here. Me ma was a certain way, right? She wouldn't let us have dogs in the house, cause here's one of the lads now, I think. Nah, bro, listen, and I tell you, this is me ma's and me dad's home, and it's like, I'm very family orientated, you know, and I've been around me family all my life. And it's like, my brothers keep the house the way me mother did. You know, the floors are mopped twice a day. The table's probably washed twice a day. There's no clutter in here. It's like, you know, and it's like, it's the same upstairs. You know, they're getting a 100-inch TV. I'm like, bro, why would you get a 100-inch TV? But me fucking battery is fucking going down slow, man. Hang on. Now, at the end of the day, it's like my man that come here. You know what I mean? After I got in a lot of trouble, you know. In all fairness, let me turn you like the lamp. Nah, it's like everything is just tidy, bro. Do you understand? It's just like a cell in a way. You know. You have to have your house nice. You know, especially on mothers. Fuck's sake, man. My ma was a clean freak. You know. And I tell you what, when your ma's not here, you're gonna miss her, mate. I fucking swear to God, like, I'd give anything, you know. I'd give anything to be able to see me ma again. And I'm sure me brothers will do the same, like, you know what I mean? Just to see her one more time. How are you, Andrew? Like I said, guys, me phone's on 16%. Andrew, I'm asking all me mods, right? Because I'm on the last 500 on my channel. I'm asking all me mods if they could make me a 15-second short just to give me that bit of a push. You know, like I don't ask people for anything. I had me channel. I had me monetization paused purposely. And I reached out to all the big channels in their circle and I said, how about this? I deserve to be here as much as you do. I've been here from the start. Like, I'm going back to the cesspit. If you look at all the channels that grew from that cesspit and see me, yeah, I've grew this channel on me fucking own. Don't get me wrong, I've had people share me channel and all, but what I mean is, I've not grown this channel on the back of someone else's name by calling people bacons and calling people out. Listen, I could have called 50% of the idiots out on the fucking community and flattened them. Not because I'm tough or hard, because I can fight. And you don't forget that, and I can be vicious. You won't win. You know, like you pick your battles. I'm not going to fight someone that's like 7 foot tall and 4 stone heavier than me. I'd fight someone that's me own size, no problem. You know, FYM, if you're in the chat, let me know, bro, because I'll meet you tomorrow. I'll meet you at the Etihad tomorrow on my own. Just me and you, bro. We make a bit of content if you're listening to me. But, you like a bit of that, bro? It's on your playlist. He's gone playing basketball. Look at this cunt there. I think I might get an hour over, so I'm 33 minutes into my life, so I'll stay for an hour. Like I said, I'm trying to give me channel that bit of a push, and anybody who's a mod on my channel, all I'll ask you to do is, I'm on 570 odd subs, yeah? So now I'm asking for your help. If you can make me a 15-second short, that's worth more than money or coffee. A 15-second short. I've made thousands of shorts. 7,192 to be precise. So me asking someone to make a short for me, you know, I'm not being unreasonable, you know what I mean? I don't think I am in any way. Shout out to me queen for giving me the time on my own, man. Like, Yowza Tyndall, if you come in the live, let me know, you big bowsy. Off. Just to do I am now. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be see this chill like I was younger.
She's just like you and me, but she's homeless, she's homeless. And she stands there singing from my
Keep and believe. Now why? She's just like you and me, but she's homeless. Oh. Wakey, wakey.
ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly.
Ready or not, fuck your face, here we go. I'm gonna drop you in 1, 2, 3. Ba, ba, ba. No, so the way I see it is there's a lot of good people on YouTube, right, that has watched me over the years, and it's like there's a lot of unreasonable people on here. You can reason with me, and I don't ask you for nothing. A born again hooligan.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly.
Nah, listen, I have a target to hit, and I won't stop until I hit it. And it's just a personal thing for me. It's just like a little project. If you start it, you want to see it through. It's just like an investment, except for here. We can cash out on this. This has been about what's right and what's wrong. Somebody steals a channel off you, and then you go get a different channel, go a different one, and go past it at least 8 times. Easy. Believe me. Shout out to everyone in Ballyfermot that watches me. Shout out to Jimmy Kershaw. Shout out to all the boys up there. Shout out to all the Grendons, all the Maguires, all the Kershaws, all the Carls. Shout out to the Douglases too, still. All the Fitzes, the Knowleses and the Stevenses. Balliol, Clondalk and Tally. Hey baby. Shout out to Spencer McDermott and Mr. Luke Gilligan. And Air Finn and Pablo and Chopper. And Jerry Bollocks. Shout out to Mr. Andrew Williams. Mr. Richard Dowling. shout out to Mr. Francie Callahan. Francie Bowsier. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna do something that I've never done. I could have done it a long time ago. And tomorrow we are going live on my housing estate. I'm gonna walk into my local pub and introduce you to a few of the locals. And then we're gonna take ourselves over to the Etihad. Walk down the Etihad Bridge. Sorry, we're going over on the scooter. So tomorrow I'm gonna get a few subs. I'm working on it. Listen, I said this weekend I've been slacking on my YouTube channel because I'm worried about me health, my memory's fucked, and I'm trying to balance and juggle everything at the same time. And like I said, progress is progress. Whether I get 5 subs today, 10 or 2, it doesn't matter. If I get any, it's progress. And I think earlier on I'd got, I think about 7 or 8. But anybody who watches this, who watches me, if you could make me a 15-second short, one last push, and I need my team behind me now. You know, we're on 4,422 subs. I can only bring this channel so far, but I need me mods to help me. And, you know, we'll see. Smoke break. So, yo. Ooh. La da da. Happy Valentine's Day, darling. Happy Valentine's Day to all the Shirley Bassies. A good song. Do you reckon you'll get a Valentine's Day card, bro? A fucking no Christmas card. Fuck me, I thought I was bad. I'm just gonna go and but Mark, if you want to stick a film on, bro, in a bit, I'd love to watch an little movie with you. We've not watched a movie for a long time. A good movie. A good war movie. Or, you know, you watched me favourite war movie the other night, you did. See that Lone Survivor about Marcus Terrell? That geezer, bro, I don't know how he didn't die. Yeah, I don't know how my man didn't die, bro. Fuck's sake. I keep stamping on fucking... Oh, man. Window Shakes the Barley, that's a great movie. And if you're not subbed to Mr. B Irish, can you go sub to him? Because he subbed to my channel today. And anybody that subs to my channel, I'll sub back to yours. Because I'm like that. It helps. This is how, listen, I've taken this channel as far as I can take it. And it's even compromised me mental health over time. Like, I speak to a lot of people that have really fucked up shit going on like that. You know, like the amount of messages I get on TikTok, on Instagram, I don't even use me TikTok. Jude, can you give me any advice? You know, I'm still on the gear and I'm around loads of gearheads. What do I do? You fucking leave. That's what you do. Get out of your fucking me, your approach, your environment, how you meant to heal or get clean if you're around people that are encouraging you to use. Get away from them. Can you piss in a jar? That's all I'll say. Piss in a jar. You know, you get people, like I said, they don't understand addiction and recovery and the effort that goes into it. You know, this is the Garden of Peace. So, I'll come out here tomorrow, Valentine's Day. I'll have me coffee. I'll listen to the blackbirds in the morning. I love listening to the birds. It soothes me, it comforts me. It reminds me of Ireland. You know, birds are very distinctive and they make certain noises, and it's like, I remember watching 66 Days about Bobby Sands. Rest in peace to Bobby Sands. And he was blind at this time. He was halfway into his 66 days, 33 days. I don't know, but he started going blind. But his hearing enhanced. Your sense is heightened when you're about to die. And he could hear the blackbird every morning, and I watched that and I cried. You know, I fucking sobbed. You know. Bobby Sands, man. He gave his life for his country. You know. Get up, you bowsy. I didn't even know Al went to gents. Have you got uni tonight?
No, I took it off,
No way. How'd you get out of it?
It's alright, it's alright.
How long have you got left in your course?
A year and a half.
A year and a half. Like, are you gonna do the masters? Mark, may I tell you, Dylan tried to do the masters and he got halfway through it and fucked it off. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, that's a great movie, that's, mate. The Wind That Shakes the Barley. What a fucking movie, man. Great movie, you know. I have respect for any soldier. Anybody who gives his life for his country. You know, anybody who defends his country from foreign and domestic threats. People who are a significant risk to others shouldn't be on this platform. You know, I can see somebody one day getting seriously injured. But that I leave that up to them. But tomorrow I'm gonna do something that I don't normally do. I don't ever go over to the Etihad when it's match day and do a live. Because it's the FA Cup tomorrow, we are going live on the Manor. And Mark, it's crazy on this housing estate when City are playing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to Bills, or I'll drop in with you just to say hello to a few of the lads and get them to give you all a wave.
When?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm gonna go in the pub and say hello to Mary tomorrow. Are you still? What's the situation there? Is it still the same? But I want to show you something, bro, that I watched. Yeah, Mark, I've worn my United shirt over there loads of times. If you go back and look at the very start of the channel, Mark, many times did I go over there with all my United gear on. Me hat, me jacket, me jersey and me scooter. Not a bother, bro, but at the end of the day, it's FA Cup day and it's like, I think I've matured a little bit since then. I used to go over and gold Man City fans. I'd go in the local pub and I had City fans going, "You're that bastard, aren't you, that's always making them videos?" Yeah, I fucking am. And what? But I'm respectful, you know what I mean? I'm a football fan. I do it for content, and in order for the channel to grow, you have to do, like I said, my channel didn't get stuck in the mud. It's taken 3 years to get to nearly 5,000 subs, and that you get a lot of channels on YouTube, guys. Now listen to me, I know what I'm talking about. You know, when you start arguing with other channels and all them call outs and all, eventually your channel will get stuck in the mud. You might get a few extra subs, but you've no credibility. You know, there's not many. I've still not, right? Bro, you know what, right? Since I've been on YouTube, yeah, nearly 8 years, I've not called anybody out. And there's a couple of people on there that I'd love to just sleep. But because I'm a granddad and I'm a dad and what have you, I can't be carrying on like that. But you already know, bro, what it's like if need be. Like I'm one of these individuals. I'm not a tough guy, a hard man, or a fighting man, and you know what I'm like. But bro, see me, once you fucking trip my switch, it's very hard for me to fucking, you know, the plain Salford. Now, Mark, at the end of the day, right, I used to do reckless shit like that. I'd go over to the Etihad, wearing me Man United top, me Man United red hat, me jersey, and me jacket as well. You know, and I used to get a few City fans telling me to fuck off and what have you, and I'd be like, you fuck off. Here, dickhead. I walked on that. I walked on that as a labourer, and you know what else I did? I put a couple of fucking jerseys in it, and you know who else did? About 30 other lads. And the press found out about it. Do you know the amount of fucking Man United memorabilia that's buried over there? You know what the Etihad means in Arabic? United. Google it. Etihad. United. That's what it means. You know, but tomorrow, like I said, I don't normally go live on this housing estate, but tomorrow I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. We're going to do a live. We're going to walk around to the locale. I'm going to walk in, say hello to the landlady, and then we're going in the back to say hello to a few of the boys. And then we'll go over to fucking, we go over the Etihad, make a bit of... Are you going to... Alright, I don't know where you're gone then, yeah? I'm going to watch a movie on my own. I'm bleeding stood up. The two of them, they've left me. I'm going to watch a movie. The Green Mile, Hacksaw Ridge, Goodwill Hunting, The Irishman. Bollocks to it. I'm going to watch The Irishman. Fuck it. I may as well. You know. I miss me family, I do. You know. This is hard. You know, I miss me son, I do. Don't get me wrong, I'll see him soon enough, but it's like this weekend, it's like, it has to be done, you know. I've not been very healthy, and I'm not very healthy, mentally and physically. My body, it's not healing anymore, and I've noticed a lot of things. I've also noticed now, I'm on my own here now, so I'm going to tell you a bit about it, right? So, I'm going through... Okay, I'll put it another way, right? I've been taking a lot of medications over the years that have horrendous side effects. And I didn't know about these side effects until 3 years taking the medication. Every time I have a number 2, I'm bleeding. I've been in hospital a few times in the last 6 months. My immune system's failing me. My memory is failing me. And I'm terrified. I didn't want to say anything up where the children were. You know, I just didn't. But I've got a lot going on and I'm just trying to cover something before I can't do it. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I've got a lot of years left in me, but a lot of the medications that I've been taking since I'm an 8-year-old child have had horrendous side effects that are irreversible. And what happens when you're telling people, listen, I'm telling you, this is what's happened to me. Don't contradict me. It's slowly, progressively getting worse. I've been writing it down, I've been vlogging it, and I have bleeds when I go to the toilet. certain things are failing on me, and I'm super terrified. You know, it's like I'm a family man. It's like I wish I could live forever with me missus and me kids, and he never grew any older. But like I said, I have a son who's 2 years old next month, and I know what's coming for me. Side effects are irreversible. You know, most of my life I've been a drug addict. I've been a heroin addict, a cocaine addict, a crack addict, a tablet addict. When I was a kid, I used to sniff petrol and gas and Tipex tinners just to get a buzz. I was the class clown. I just wanted to show off in front of me mates like a crash test dummy. And when I look back on it now, I was one of the lucky ones to get away. I grew up with good lads that turned into killers, allegedly. You know, according to the newspapers, some of my friends have murdered others, allegedly. You know, sometimes when I close my eyes, I can see myself around a lot of future shot callers. I always knew there could be a major problem if needed be. I just wanted to be part of it as a youngster, and I got a chance to be part of that lifestyle. By the time I was 16, I knew every tough guy in the city that went to the asylum, and anyway, I used to get invited back to parties all over the place, and every single month I knew a couple of people that I ended up becoming friends with, and over a 16-month period, that's a great movie, Mark. Over a 16-month period, I become familiar with the clientele, you know, myself and a couple of other lads allegedly. We had a certain commodity at the time being ecstasy allegedly, and I had some of the best nights of my life, but we knew years later we used to take certain ecstasy allegedly called Mad Bastards. Now, I'm going to bring on a friend from Ballyfermot. His name is Yowza, and he'll be able to explain the story a bit better than me. You see, as a 15-year-old, I got thrown deep into it because I was a follower. I wanted to be one of the lads, and I was willing to do whatever it took, and a lot of them knew it. And it's like, I think in life sometimes you have to go through certain shit in order to come out the other side, you know. But it's very hard when you live in a housing estate and all your friends have the same mindset. Not all of them. Some of them wanted to sit in a street corner every night and do nothing. I didn't want to do that. I wanted us to do something where we could have an income, where if we went down to Ando's to have a game of Don, we'd have money to get a Chinese and, you know, a bit of hash. And back then, that's all we, you know, I remember at 13, the first time I had a joint, I was afraid to go home. I pulled the proper whitey. This is what they call it in England when you take a whitey. I remember I had my first joint at about 13. I had my first cigarette about 11, but once I started smoking the hash, you know, I had a big group of friends and we all loved each other, right? And this night I was at my friend's, yeah, and I was 13 years old, yeah. I had a curfew, 10:30, right? I woke up on my mate's sofa at 11:15, and I was like, boys, why didn't you wake me? My dad's gonna kill me, right? Mark, I went home, right? I knocked at the door, hoping me ma'd answer, and me dad answered it, right? I'm about to walk in, he's like, whoa, hang on a minute. He's looking at me, and I'm like, you can see me eyes, you know what I mean? He's like, where have you just been? He said, now the next two answers that come out of your mouth, they better be the truth. Where were you? At Antos. Are you on drugs? I said, no. He goes, where's your eyebrows? Bro, they shaved me eyebrows, let me go home and knock at the fucking door, bro. Me dad grabbed me. Jane, I don't believe it. He's taking drugs. He's no eyebrows. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm like, bro, he grabbed me by the neck. You know, he's like, are you smoking that shit? Shout out to Michael White, Anto Larkin, Pat Maguire, and rest in peace to Bert Murray. Wait till you hear this for a story when it comes to shaving eyebrows, right? Okay, up in Ballyfermot, I hung around with about 100 lads allegedly. Now, when eyebrow shaving started trending back in the day, we had a democracy, and we had democracy. Now, wait till you hear this, right? We had a 3-call rule, yeah? Let's say you fall asleep and there's 3 of my mates next to you, yeah? We had a democracy where you couldn't just shave someone's eyebrow after Browgate. I said, hang on, we need rules. So, we come up with the 3-call rule. So, the 6 of us at me mate's gaff were all wasted, smoking hash, at the line to our ma's saying we're staying in our mates, and our mates saying they're staying at ours. We stay at me mate's uncle's, right? And me mate fell asleep, yeah, and I got half his eyebrow and he woke up, but we had a democracy. Mark, let's say we're playing cards, yeah, or PlayStation, there's 4 of us. You fall asleep. I have to call you 3 times. And there has to be a witness, at least one, to hear the 3 call. Mark, wait for a minute, yeah? Mark, wait another minute. Mark, you don't respond after that 3rd, Mark. I'm leaving a mark on your eyebrow. And that was the rule, right? So this bastard, I found out who shaved me eyebrow, right? It was me best mate, Bert, yeah? Wait till you hear this. Do you know how me dad found out? Me, after a few joints, I was snoring. They hacked me eyebrow to bits, man. I didn't even notice there was dry blood on it and all. That's how me dad clocked it. You know, he's looking at me and he's like, are you on drugs? And I was like, no. He grabbed me. He's like, where's your fucking eyebrows? Jane, he's taking drugs. He's smoking that pot. You know, what am I going to do? You know. Oh, me dad fucking battered me, mate. And he dragged me down to me mate's door. You know, he's like, where have you just been? I said, Antos. He dragged me down at 11 o'clock. Me curfew was 10:30. I was only 13. But I ended up meeting a few other lads growing up, and I had a little job in a little spar. I was only making £66 a week, you know. But a grown man asked me, did I want a job? And this man, right, was, well, wait till you hear this, and wait till you hear this, Mark, for a story. Me and Neil Douglas, right, Dottie's nephew, right, I've a mate, me best mate, I had 2 best mates, Robert Murray is dead, and Neil Douglas, right? So, we're at a party, yeah, in Finglas. We were at the asylum, and we were invited back to a gaff in Finglas, right? So, me, him, 4 other girls that I knew that were mates of ours, right? So, we goes back to the gaff in Finglas, bro, right? And we were doing naughty shit, bro. We went back to the gaff, yeah? Alright, mate. So, we went back to this gaff right now. I got introduced to heroin at 15 in a nightclub. Watching all the bigger lads that I looked up to smoking it. And for some stupid reason, I had a follower's mentality. I was a sheep. So if I see my mate smoking fucking arsenic, I'm gonna do it without question because he's doing it. But when you see your peers doing it, right? Now, I was 15 at the time, and I'm not gonna lie, it's like, so, a well-known guy that used to be in the asylum that used to watch my back, allegedly. This particular night, I was at the I seen all the bigger lads up on the 3rd floor. They're all like that for big lumps of tinfoil, look, going down the right. I hadn't got a clue how to do it. I tried to grab a bit off somebody, and a certain person grabbed me, smacked me in the face a few times, and threatened them and told them, here, any use, give that to him and I'll fucking kill you. He's only 15. I wanted to try it. So that night, again, I seen them all like that. I went over to one of the lads, I grabbed a bit of tinfoil off him, and I went in the toilet and I got one of the things and I did that. I burnt the whole thing, yeah? Next of all, I can hear this guy screaming my name. Where's Stuart? You know what I mean? And he come in the girls' toilet. I was in the girls' toilet. He's like, get out of here. He's like, you in here? I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like that, look. He boots the door in. Me head's down like that. He hit the door on me nose. Burst me nose. Dragged me out. He said, fucking look at your face. I had black all over me face. Where I was at that burning, it went all over me face, and I had it on me hands, and I didn't know. And I was sweating, so I wiped me face. I had black all over me face. He's like, look in the fucking mirror, look at you. Get down the fucking stairs now. So, I ended up leaving, and I was getting sick outside, right? So, I seen one of my mates doing it once, and I had one line, and we went back to the Scaff and Finglas, yeah, and we had £100 between us, so we went to Dolphin's Barn, and we ended up getting 340s for 120, yeah, and we got a taxi straight back, yeah, to Finglas, from Finglas all the way over to the barn, and because I couldn't get her in Cherry Orchard, because everybody would have known, and I'd have been fucked. How are your tracks? So check this out. So we went to Dolphin's Barn with this girl, and we went from Dolphin's Barn back to Finglas, right? Now, I didn't know how to set her up or how to do it, but I was after having one line, and I was like, I want another one. So we went back to this house, and this girl knew how to do it. I hadn't got a clue. She said, here, put that in your mouth. And I was like, what do I do? She said, just suck up the smoke. How are you, mate? So, I sucked up the smoke, and I'm not joking you. Straight away, I was like that, look. And that was about 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, right? So we was smoking it. Like, we must have gotten 2 or 3 lumps of tinfoil each off this one bag. The bag was huge, right? And I nodded off, yeah. But I woke up and my mate was like that, look. I mean, ow, gone. Neil Douglas, gone. Like that, look. So I was like, the 3 rule. So wait till you hear this. He walked on the ship, right? And he was due to go back on the ship on the Monday, right? Wait till you hear this. He falls asleep in front of me. The girls turned around and said, Jude, will we shave his eyebrow? He is out. I was like, listen, I ain't shaving his eyebrow, because he'll fucking kill me. He was on the juice allegedly at the time as well. He was fucking huge. He was about 18 stone, right? So, the girls, when you hear this, it started at his eyebrows, right? He was like that, look. Every time he did that, he'd move, and we'd move away from him and sit down and drop the shit, yeah? One of them said, here, I've loads of Imac in here. Wait Well, you hear this, yeah? She got the whole tin of Imac, yeah, all over his hair, right? And he had one of them Stone Roses haircuts. You know, the step, right? They fucking butchered him, right? I mean, they butchered him, right? It's like, yeah, so they put it in his eye, on his hand, up his nose, down his trousers. They butchered him. Right, now, take into consideration, I'm the only other man in the house. There's 4 girls, my ex, and 3 of our mates. Right? I say to the girls, I'm going upstairs, man. When he wakes up, he is gonna kill me. But we did it. It doesn't matter. He's gonna blame me for not stopping it. He has a job on the ship. The money he earns. I went upstairs, yeah? I was upstairs for an hour, okay? Next of all, I heard, Jude McDonald. I got the wardrobe, me. I put the fucking wardrobe up against the bedroom door lengthways. He was volleying the door, putting his hand through it. I'm gonna kill you. Look at me hair. I've no eyebrows. I'm gonna lose me job. He lost his job. I fucking swear to God. You want to see what he did? They butchered him. One side of his head was just gone. He had to get a skinhead. And we were fucking, I was watching it and I was like, he's like, see you bastard, mate. You even close your eyes in front of me. See all that? It's coming off your balls and all. It's getting it, I'm telling you now. But if he had a getting in that door, he'd have fucking me out the window. You know, I had to put a fucking wardrobe against the door. He'd have fucking kill me. They put loads of Imac here. I said, yeah, what are you doing? I said, you only have to put a bit in. She's like, yeah, fuck it, we're putting the whole bottle in. And they left it in his head for about 2 hours. He woke up. His head was burning him, right? And his eye. It went in his eye and I heard him scream. And he's like, Jude, I'm not joking you. You're fucking dead. I'm going to fucking shoot you. But I'm going to hurt you first. I'm like, you're not getting in the... I had my ex stood at the door. We're pushing the wardrobe, because if he gets in the store, I'm dead. But he forgave me, but he lost his job on my son's life. He had a job on working on cruise ships and shit. He lost his job over it and all. You know. But, oh, they butchered him. You know. I shaved a bit of his eyebrow. A bit of both of them. And he didn't budge. He was like that. Out. They were smacking him and he was just out. They were like, Jude, look. Psst. They were pimp slapping him. And she's like, he's gone, Jude. Go on here, have a go. Fuck it, go on then. I ripped the eye out him. Anyway, about 12 o'clock, I looked at him and I couldn't take him serious because half his fucking head was gone. He was sleeping on this side and he's a big lad. He didn't want to, you know what I mean? But, he lost his job, Neil Douglas. I'd love him to come on, man, and tell you that story. Suzanne and Neve and Linda Allen, that's who they are. You know, if he'd have gotten in that bedroom, he would have killed me. You know, mates or not. Like, he lost his fucking job. Like, I didn't think he was going to lose his job. Like, I thought if he just shaved his head because he had a fat head, that he'd have gotten away with it, but, you know, he didn't. Oh, fuck's sake. I don't know what to watch. I've watched The Winter Shakes the Barley isn't on Netflix. Nah, man, I tell you what, I could tell you some fucking classic stories. You know, like up in Ballyfermot, we start this trend, right? And I was shaving eyebrows, okay? And everybody got fucking. I can't be asked watching Chelsea. You know what I mean? I am, yeah. Yep. I'll be over at the Etihad tomorrow, tracks. City are playing Salford, aren't they? So I'm going to go over tomorrow. Now, what I don't normally do is go live on the housing estate, but look at fuck it. We've got 500 and odd subs to get. So tomorrow I'm going to do something different that I don't normally do. I don't even do it when I'm going fishing. I don't do live streams when I'm out in public. But tomorrow, we're going to make an exception. And tomorrow, we are going live on the housing estate. Bro, if you want to link me tomorrow, let me know. I'll meet you over there with me brother. I'm going over to make a bit of content because I have the weekend to myself. So, yeah. Why not? One second. Hang on. Hang on, let me see this thing work. 1 second, hang on. No, it won't work. Silent City, I call it, bro. Silent fucking City. Well, I hope you have a good time in town. Be careful in there, bro, because it's fucking dangerous. You know, it's very dangerous in there, you know. You have to be careful, like, there's a lot of dangerous people out there, you know. Let me get me trainers on. You about that? You about shit? Ooh. Yeah, well, bro, like I said, tomorrow, I don't normally do lives, but I'm going to do one there. I'm going to go and do one over at the Etihad, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not normally on YouTube at this time. You know, I do, like, I'm a family orientated person, look. Nah, like I said, there's a couple of lads that I'm gonna link up with to do a bit of content. You know. Yeah. Right. Come on. Yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna go over to the Etihad and we're gonna make a bit of content, you know. Ring a rosy. I believe the day I remember Dublin City in the rare old times. Ring a rosy. Da 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 da. I remember Dublin City. I'm gonna make me last smoke now, and I'm gonna go out and have a smoke. Do you remember? I remember, don't worry. But nah, like I said, man, I'm family orientated, mate. Normally I'm chilling with me family, but tomorrow, like I said here, bro, there's a couple of people that I'm supposed to link up with. Hang on. Ring a rosy. Where the fuck's my shit? Where have I left them, man? Nah, there she is, you found here. Get up there with her. Oh. Well, bro, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh. So, tracks. I'm asking everybody who comes in and out of me live if they could make a short for my channel. Bro, you know the way, right? Over the last 3 years, I've made over 7,000 videos. And over 2,000 of them videos have been to help people in the community on the channel. Now I'm asking for people. I'm 500 and odd subs away from my target. I've never asked you for anything, but I'm asking you for this. You know, like, are you out clubbing tonight, bro? I'm gonna have one smoke outside, and then I'm gonna come in and watch a movie. I need to give me missus a FaceTime as well. Yeah, I'm gonna end me live very soon. I'm gonna end me live in 8 minutes. Like I said, listen, I don't normally do lives this long, but I want to get 70 subs from today to Monday, and it's possible to do. So I'm going out tomorrow on the housing estate, bro. Why don't you meet me at the corner shop pub tomorrow? Hey, if you're not doing anything. I'm going over to make a bit of content at the Etihad. Well, I hope you have a good time. Just be careful in town, bro. Don't be walking on them fucking canals. Do you understand? They're fucking dangerous, man. We have a serial killer in this fucking city, bro, that doesn't like homosexual men. You know, and I've no time for that. We have a gay basher in the community. We have a serial killer. We've got a pusher. We have somebody that's pushing people in that canal deliberately. Just be careful, bro. Foxy doesn't get you. I could have been his victim. I was his victim. But in all fairness, he helped me at the start, so I'm not complaining. You know. But yeah, I've looked into killer's eyes, and that's no joke thing. You know. I'm very good at reading people. You know, if I've been around you for 10 minutes, I'll scope you out, you know. But tomorrow, bro, Man City are just playing at home against fucking Salford, so I never normally do a StreamYard in Beswick, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna show you my housing estate tomorrow and the people that live on it. I'm gonna go into the local pub. I'm gonna go over on my scooter and I'm gonna introduce you to a few of the locals. You know, and this live is gonna be special for me because I've not done one of these for a hell of a long time, and when I say I'm going live on the housing estate. I know, but bro, I enjoyed that in all fairness. Foxy helped me at the start. I was wounded I fell out with him, but it's our principle I fell out with him, that's all. You know, that's his issue. You know, it just bothered me, that's all. You know. But I don't hold no grudges because he did help me in all fairness, and I'm not gonna lie, the man did help me, you know. Right, come on, we go outside. We're gonna have a smoke and then we're coming in and you can all fuck off. Right, come on, we're going outside, yeah? Thanks for coming in, Mark. Appreciate it, mate. We're going out into the Peace Garden, come on. Let there be light. This is the Peace Garden, guys. Like I said, this is me daddy's garden, man. Even though he's dead fucking years, it's like it's always gonna be his garden. You know. Thanks for coming in, Mark. I'm just gonna park myself down here. It's gonna go off the light any second. Yeah, just like clockwork. You know, but over there, like I said, you know, this garden, like my children will grow up in this garden, you know. It's like we're very family orientated, me and my brothers, you know. I'm a family man. I like being a dad and being a granddad, and like I said, I got a bit of bad news a few months ago that I had to keep to myself. It's like that you can't put all over YouTube. I don't want people treating me different because, like I said, I've not asked anybody to do nothing for me really on here. I don't ask you for anything, but what I will ask you for is to make a short for me, like I've done for many of yous, you know. Tomorrow, I'll turn me data on, I'll get dressed, I'll go around to the local pub, probably have a glass of Coke, introduce you to a few of the locals. I've a lot of support on this housing estate, believe it or not, you know what I mean? I'm always getting approached by people saying, are you that fucking Irish cunt that's always making them city fucking videos? Yeah. That's me. Me fucking phone. I have a battery pack here, but it's not doing much. Like I said, this garden, I can hear the birds, you know, in the morning, and it's like it does, like, you know, having a cup of tea in the morning and listening to the birds at the same time. I don't know why this bastard won't charge up, but it's gonna die on me. It's nice and quiet. I'm not used to this silence, you know. Shout out to me missus, man, for putting up with me. I don't know how she puts up with me. You know, I can be very difficult sometimes. You know, I just don't want to be a burden to me family, that's all. You know, I'm a man at the end of the day and we don't talk about certain things. You know, but if you can't talk to another man about your mental health, well, here, you've not got anything to lose and you're no better off than anybody else is. We all have struggles and burdens and fights. We're survivors, we're not victims, we're the victors. No matter what life throws at you, you have to just try fucking get on with it and do something about it. You know. Like I said, it's like I'm a granddad. You know. I was in hospital before Christmas and it fucked everything up on me because I'm on controlled drugs. I had to attend a screening, a restart, and it was very embarrassing. I was asked to piss in a bottle. I said, what do you want me to do that for? Well, Jude, we're just checking to make sure that you're sticking to the program. You know, and I come back negative and I was like, fuck you now. And everyone will be negative. You know, they try to catch you out. I couldn't piss, so I had to drink 4 cups of water. You know, I always like, you know, if someone says I'm in the wrong, I'll go out my way to say, here, listen, don't say bad shit about me unless it's warranted. You know, like I've not done that on people on YouTube. You know, I stay in my own lane. If you've got an issue with me, that's on you. But tomorrow, like I said, it's like, depending how I feel, I'll get up, I'll charge me scooter, I'll have a fried egg, or 2, maybe some bacon, and then I'll go around. Tracks, have a good night, bro, and be safe, man. That city centre, bro, it's getting fucking too mad. You know, I don't even go in there, bro. I know loads of the youths in there from Beswick that go in there. You know, for fuck's sake. Yeah, just be lucky, bro. Fucking keep your head down, you know how it is. You know, Manchester, don't get me wrong, it's a great place and all, but it's very dangerous at night time, you know. And especially if you can't handle yourself. Listen, the streets raised me, you know, and educated me, you know, dedicated me. You know, like, I always said to myself, Jude, rise above it, you know, embrace the pain. Instead of saying, why me, say, try me. Like I said, I'm on a mission this weekend to get 70 odd subs so I can look at my channel and say, right, 4,500 Jude, you just need 5 more hundreds. How are you going to do it? What are you going to do about it? Well, I'll tell you what, you'll see from tomorrow till Monday what I do about it. You know, if you want to get subs, you have to go out and make content. And tomorrow we're going away days on our own, over the Banda country, over the city's ground. You know, and I don't need to go over in the United shirt or anything. I'm going as a football fan, as a spectator. You know, I might even buy a ticket and do a stream here there in the away end. I'll be with all the Salford fans. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go in. Yeah. Yeah, we kill this and then we go in. shout out to Finn and Spencer McDermott here. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm supposed to be meeting somebody over at the Etihad tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen, but tomorrow, away days. I've not had an away day for years. We're going on a reministic one tomorrow. Yeah, we're going on a reministic one. I'm going to go in and watch a movie. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and give my missus a FaceTime. That's what I'm going to do. You might see me later for an hour even. You never know. Happy Valentine's Day to all the Shirley Bassies on YouTube. All the Shirley Temples. All the Diana Rosses. Do you say you can tell a lot by a man's hair? Fuck's sake. My last one tonight. What time are we on? 8:15. Last smoke of the night. 9 o'clock. Last cup of tea. Now, it's lovely and warm in here, I'll tell you that now, mate. It's fucking lovely and warm. Sorry. Yo. Oh. Alright, people. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, yeah? Man's about to check out. Yeah. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. You might see me in a little bit, you might not. And if not, you'll definitely see me tomorrow. To everybody who's a mod on my channel, a friend or an ally, or a friend to this channel, I'd like you to make me a 15-second short and ask people to sub to the channel. Well, we're 500 another way, and now it's your turn to get involved. I've taken the channel as far as it can go. Now I need your help. See you soon. We out. Boom.